So the idea of this little board here is to stick it in a non-DCC logo. An old logo, I'm thinking of things like old Hornby logos, old Lima logos, and equip it with a digital DCC interface and an LED interface as well, and I'll do it all via screw terminals. So connect the motor in, connect the pickups in to the terminals, then you can plug the decoder in, standard 8-pin socket in the middle, and then you've got DCC control. But then the other terminals, you can just put LEDs straight in. All the resistors are part of the board. And also there's some other components on it to allow you to have directional tail lights independently with just any standard decoder, any standard 3-function decoder. Now, for the purpose of this experiment, I've just connected the forward headlight and the forward tail light, as in the tail light that would light when it's going forwards. So motor's moving there. I press the F0 on the controller, function 0 for the lights, and we've got the headlight on, but function 1 does the tail lights. Now function 1 will only work if function 0 is on. So if I function 0 now, both lights are off. Function 0 back on again, both lights are on. That's because function 1 is still on. But turn function 1 off and the tail lights are extinguished. So the difference here though, you could wire tail lights up with 2 separate functions, but then you'd have to muck about with CVs to try and to get them work directionally, unless you've got a fancier decoder. But this little interface board will give you independent directional tail lights with any standard budget 8-pin decoder. And you can just shove all the wires into the terminals. There's no soldering iron needed. So the idea of the board is to easily equip your older loco with a DCC socket and all the terminals to connect the pickups and the motors and all the LEDs without having to add any resistors or anything like that. And there's no switches required to isolate the tail lights. You just use the tail lights on function 1, and that's providing you use at least a 3-function decoder. And even the cheapest budget decoders are usually 3-function or more. There's another terminal spare. If you've got a 4-function decoder like this one, it's got a purple wire or a violet wire as they call it, you can put that into the terminals there as well to maybe power something like cap lights on function 2. So that's the easy DCC LED board.